What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another JL Drag Racing YouTube video. This is the first video I'm actually making on the channel that is not a short, so just bear with me. I'm not really good talking on the camera, but we're going to get there and make this work. So today I'm going over the top 5 things about my LTR 450 that I like, that just makes sense to me. Starting off here, I got my fuel line, and I really like how I got it cut, because a lot of guys I race with, they get the nice tight line that doesn't have a little bit of the slop. They like it to be to where it's not really in the way. I have noticed that if you get any kinks or any binding around here and you have to cut that line, or sometimes it won't go onto the seals there or onto the swirl filter, you got to cut it, and then it's too short, and then you'll have to go to your local parts store to get another line. If you're on the racetrack, you really can't do that. So I have a little bit extra room here to work, just in case if I have any issues or any problems with my fuel line. And for my second thing here, I got my fuel pump. Well, it's the fuel pump housing. If I like to run, it is the Quantum fuel pumps. And I really started the testing on them this year, and for my first 2 races, it is done phenomenal. I've not had any problems. It has held very, very well. I create maximum power. It works very well with the 5.0 fuel injector. I really, really like it. And the only issue I've ever had with this fuel pump itself, because this is all entirely factory OEM, and I have ran the aftermarket. I've bought the China ones because they come easy, and it's just very easy just to get them on if you're going for a quick ride. I don't recommend it for like the racing use, because they will give out, they will weaken your power. Always rock factory OEM or go with the Quantum. They have done very well for me. Every race I've done so far since the Quantum pump, I have held 2nd, 3rd, and I got 4th place as well. During practice runs, I was doing very, very good. I noticed maximum power, and just even racing the dirt bikes, which, I mean, you know, you got a 450 dirt bike compared to a 450 four-wheeler. There's a difference in the weight. There's a difference in the distribution. I'm about 205 pounds. And if you're racing up against a guy that's, you know, he might be the same weight, but he's on a dirt bike and it's stretched out, they're most likely going to win. I've noticed a significant increase in my power rocking the Quantum pumps. I haven't had to change the wiring harness yet, but I do have a little bit of exposed wires. I need to get them taken care of in the winter time, but that's a winter project. Not really my top 5 thing that I have here, but it's actually the gasket on the inside. I have went with multiple gasket companies that makes them. None of them had really worked. A buddy of mine had 3D printed one and sent it to me in the mail, and it has held really, really good. I don't have any leaks or any problems as of so far. I do recommend, if you're doing intense quality, you know, it's just like the woods racing or the drag racing, try to change out your gaskets at least maybe a couple years. I do mine at least once every year, but some people that's not doing the intense racing, they're normally pretty fine. And starting off here for number 3, we're going to the tires. And I always get asked, why do I run the smaller tires on the back? What's the point in running 18s whenever 20s are the best tires? Yes, I understand bigger tires equal less spinning, you get more power. For me, I've rocked the Rattler brand. They're 18s, I really like them, and I can drop them down to about 3.5 pounds of pressure, and they hook perfectly on a good, well-maintained racetrack. Now on the front here, I'm rocking a little bit bigger. If I like to run, it's the hole shots. I just like the design of them, to be honest. These are getting a little bald. They've had a little bit of the asphalt wear. We've been going riding a lot more. Summertime, it's nice, and this is the only quad I got right now. But overall, and she's a little dirty. I know I got to get her washed. But overall, I really like the tire setup that I have. I haven't had any issues with spinning unless the track is more so of like sand. I don't like to race on one of them tracks for the sole reason is I just don't hook by making way too much power. But going on to my fourth thing here, I got a Boondocker fuel management tuner. I really like it. I haven't had any problems. I have been able to tune my entire fuel management system. Right now I'm getting about 42 psi from my injector. Runs very well, nice and smooth. Really enjoy it. But moving on to my last thing here is my K&N. It is the air filter. I really like it. I've not had any, known issues with it. I know a lot of guys, they say that they like to run, I think it's the FCE or something because it's the complete intake. I just like to run, it is the K&N. It's more so like a sound preference for me because I feel like I can hear it a lot more. I'll give you guys a start up here, but I feel like it just has a really good sound. We'll get her fired up here real fast. You can just get like a whistling sound from it. But I just feel like it makes a lot of good air. I get a lot of the air sound. I feel like it's just doing a lot better than what I was running before. I was running just a factory OEM. It was the air filter, and I just did not really like it. I was always having to clean it. I didn't want to change it out all the time. But that's my top 5 things I got here for this video, and maybe in the future we'll go over the top 5 things I don't like about the Suzuki LTR 450s. There is a lot. There is a lot about the Suzukis, such as they're always having problems with the fuel system. I've run into problems all year long. But that'll be for another video, and hopefully we'll start getting these videos dished out and get some stuff really rolling with this channel. I want to say thank you to everyone who has followed, liked, and subscribed this journey, and hope to give y'all a lot more content and show off the sport that I like to do and maybe inspire others as well. Thank you again for watching. This is JL Drag Racing. You guys have a good one. Thank you.